Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. I am Pat from Pat's Path Predictor, and in this video we're going to be talking about another weather system that's going to be moving through the south. We could see some severe weather. I'm not going to rule out an outbreak just yet, but there is some slight risk ups right now. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so this is the situation right here. As you can see, there is a slight risk for day 3. This is the day 3 outlook right here. There's a slight risk area for most of eastern Texas, parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas, including the cities of Wichita Falls, Dallas, Waco, Austin, Lufkin, Alexandria, and Jackson right here. The marginal risk goes out a little bit into San Antonio, Houston, New Orleans, Mobile, Greenville, Little Rock, Fort Still, and Norman. And then the generic thunderstorms are pretty much everywhere else on this map right here, including parts of Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and even down here in Florida. So basically, this is the situation right here. We're going to talk about the summary and synopsis. A broad area of severe thunderstorm potential will exist Monday across central eastern Texas and spread it east into the lower Mississippi Valley vicinity through Monday night. Damaging wind gusts and large hail and tornadoes will all be possible. So there is a slight risk out. So odds are there's probably quite a bit of uncertainty right now. So we'll have to wait and see what happens at this point. So the synopsis: a neutral to positively tilted upper trough will quickly eject cast from the southwest U.S. into the Ozarks, East Texas on Monday. A large warm sector ahead of the trough will result in a broad area of severe potential from central and eastern Texas into the lower Mississippi Valley and central Gulf Coast vicinity. A surface low over the northern Illinois will dissipate as it shifts east across the Midwest, leaving a nearly stationary cold front extending from the mid-Mississippi Valley into the central Oklahoma and western Texas. As the western trough shifts east, the weak surface low is forecast to develop over western Texas and track eastward in the vicinity of North Texas and southern Oklahoma. The low-level southerly flow will transport mid-60s to low-70s surface dew points northward into the central and eastern Texas and low to mid-60s as far north as the Red River Valley. So, mid-60s to low-70s dew points, that's a considerably high amount of humidity, at least for this time of year. So, yeah, that alone is a bit concerning, but this, once again, it is 2 days out, so we don't know what's going on. So anyway, let's get back into this. Steepening mid-level lapse rates will support the modest destabilization, moderate rather. Mid-level lapse rates will support scattered thunderstorms are expected to develop in the vicinity of a dry lane and in the warm advection regime of the vicinity of the quasi-stationary cold front across the central southern Oklahoma. Vertically veering wind profiles with speeds increasingly quickly with height will support the initial supercells across the warm sector from central into eastern Texas. Large hail, damaging wind gusts, and a few tornadoes appear possible with this activity through the afternoon/evening hours. At a low level, the low-level jet increases during the evening. Upscale development into an eastern advancing MCS is possible across the valley vicinity. So, yeah, it's already talking about that the threat is all there for all hazards of severe weather. Hail, winds, and tornadoes. So, I will say the slight risk right here, I would go for an enhanced risk right now, but at the same time, once again, this is 2 days out. There's a lot of uncertainty, even 48 hours before this thing happens. So it's a slight risk right now, as you can see right here. However, I would not be surprised if they issued an enhanced risk either tomorrow or on Monday. So please keep an eye out for that. During the evening and overnight hours, the southerly low-level jet will increase and spread eastward across Louisiana and the lower Mississippi Valley into western Alabama. A warm front extending from the Arklatex vicinity over in the overnight hours to roughly the central Mississippi and Alabama will demigrate the northern extent of the at least mid-60s surface dew points. Severe thunderstorms will be possible with any MCS, QLCS lines that develop across Texas and Louisiana and shift eastward overnight, as well as with any semi-discrete convection that may develop. Forecast hydrographs across the region will be quite large given the strength of the low-level flow, and instability will be more than sufficient to support the risk of damaging wind gusts and a few tornadoes. So once again, there's a wide area of this slight risk right here. So I won't be rolling out an enhanced risk for the next couple of days, but please keep an eye out for that. So anyway, this isn't over yet. We still have day 4 through 8 right here. Like, this is day 4. This thing is going to be moving very slowly, by the way, according to these outlooks. This mid-latitude cyclone is going to be moving rather slowly. So this is the day 4. This is day 4. This is for parts of the deep south, including Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, and northern Florida. Day 5, it doesn't even really move that much. It just shifts into parts of more central Georgia, southern Tennessee, most of Alabama and Mississippi. Like, some of this even overlaps right here. So yeah, that's pretty incredible. Now day 6, this moves into the Carolinas. So okay. That should do it, and then it exits the United States. So that's essentially what's going on. Let's go through the synopsis of the days 4 through 6 outlooks. Discussion. Day 4, which is Tuesday, an upper trough over the Ozarks and Sabine Valley will shift east to northeastward to the mid-Atlantic on Tuesday. A broad area of strong, deep layer southwesterly flow will overspread much of the southern southeast United States ahead of the trough. The surface low over the northern Mississippi early Tuesday will develop northeast towards the central Appalachians by evening. Strong warm advection will continue through Tuesday night, and a front will become stationary along the southern Tennessee border. A complex of thunderstorms, some of which may be severe, will likely be ongoing Thursday morning across the lower Mississippi Valley vicinity. Rich boundary layer moisture and at least modest destabilization is forecast downstream to Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia in the Florida Panhandle. As the upper trough and a strong low-level jet spread northeastward, the severe potential is expected to spread eastward across the region through the afternoon and evening. Damaging gusts and perhaps a few tornadoes will be the most likely hazards with this activity. Some low-level severe potential could develop across the parts of the Carolinas, but it is uncertain how it will occur. So this is basically the discussion for day 4 right here. It's talking like the biggest threats for day 4 are not the hail threat, but the wind threat and the tornado threat. So those are the biggest ones. There's only a 15% risk right now, but just keep an eye on that as time goes on. So I'll be keeping an eye on it as well. Day 5, Tennessee Valley into Georgia. A warm advection regime that will maintain the rich boundary layer moisture across the region ahead of the deepening upper level trough over the central United States. Increasingly southwesterly upper level flow will overspread the lower Mississippi Tennessee Valley with the vicinity by the afternoon, along with the stronger height falls. At the surface, a strong cold front will sweep eastward into the Ohio, Tennessee, and lower Mississippi valleys during the afternoon and evening, becoming positioned from Virginia, North Carolina, Piedmont to central Florida Panhandle by Thursday morning. A line of strong to severe thunderstorms appears possible ahead of the cold front across parts of Mississippi, Alabama, southeast or Tennessee, and western Georgia. Damaging wind gusts and a few tornadoes are possible with this activity. Okay, yeah, this is what the day 5 looks like. Day 6 into the Carolinas. We kind of touched, day 4 and day 5 kind of touched on that a little bit. So, yeah, that's essentially the situation that's going on right here. But yeah, another severe weather outbreak is possible. Although this does look like it's going to be a lesser outbreak than the last 2 was. Because the last 2 we had a moderate risk at least one of the days. The first one, Texas got the most damage, and then the second one that occurred this week was this very slow, just frontal line that just swept through parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Georgia. Just went very slowly through parts of the deep south. So, yeah, that's basically what happened, and this is essentially what's going on. This is the update I've been looking at. But until that time, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out and helps me make more videos like these. Also, I want to mention that a little while ago, I saw a comment on the last video when I did the one I did with Matt for April Fools, and they said, and it said something along the lines of, "You guys work well together," and and I saw a couple of comments saying thanks to Matt. Please let me know in the comments below if you like Matt, if you want him to come back and sometime on this channel. Please let me know, so that way I can talk to him, see if he wants to do another video. Just please let me know in the comments. That would be much appreciated. But other than that, have a wonderful day, guys. Have a wonderful Saturday. Go outside, do what you need to do. Have fun, but most importantly, guys, stay safe.